Hey everyone, Shabby here and welcome to the final, the 12th match in our Wrestlemania hype train. This one from Wrestlemania 10 was Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Now I've been doing a bit of research on this and I didn't realise, or remember anyway, about this event. Now from what I can understand, in the 1994 Royal Rumble, the final two wrestlers, Lex Luger and Bret Hart, simultaneously eliminated each other after a disagreement between two referees. It was declared as a draw, and both men would go on to face off against the champion then, who was Yokozuna at WrestleMania. Now, what they did is they did a coin toss on Raw. The winner of the coin toss would face off against Yokozuna for the championship first. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I don't understand actually. Well, basically what happened is Luger won the coin toss and Luger lost to Yokozuna. Now, if Luger had defeated Yokozuna, would Luger have then gone on to defend the belt against Bret Hart? I'm assuming so. But to make it fair, what they did is they made sure that Bret was to wrestle twice as well. So the idea would have been that if Yokozuna had defeated Lex Luger and then gone into the main event and Bret was fresh, it wouldn't have been fair. So what they did is they announced that Bret would wrestle his brother Owen Hart, who is currently in a feud with, after Owen turned on him at the Survivor Series the year before. They were currently in a feud together, which is why the match was created, and it was just to even things up for the main event. Now in this match in real life, Owen Hart beat Bret, but then Bret went on in the main event of the evening to defeat Yokozuna one-on-one. So I think Bret versus Owen was the second match of the night. Oh, what is D? I don't know. Bret versus Owen was the first match on the actual TV show, but the second match of the night, there was a dark match. The Heavenly Bodies defeated the Bushwhackers, but Owen versus Bret was the first match of the night. It went 20 minutes long. It was the longest match of the night as well. And of course, WrestleMania 10 was an amazing event. Not only this match, there was also Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels in the first ever ladder match, which I was tempted to do as well, but one-on-one ladder matches don't really work on this game too well, so I sort of avoided that one. Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon versus Dink the Clown and Doink the Clown, as you do, in a mixed tag match. Randy Savage versus Crush, Alundra Blaze versus Lalani Kai. Men on a Mission, Mabel and Mo versus the Quebecers. Yokozuna defeated Lex Luger by disqualification. Earthquake defeated Adam Bomb. And then of course there was that one as well. How did Luger win, or how did Luger lose by disqualification then? The guest referee was Mr. Perfect. After a verbal confrontation between Luger and Yokozuna, Luger gained an early advantage. La 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 la. Luger performed a clothesline and a powerbomb on Yokozuna before knocking Yokozuna kayfabe unconscious with a running forearm smash. Yokozuna's managers, Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette, jumped the ring apron to distract Luger, and Luger pulled them into the ring and attacked them. Luger covered Yokozuna, but Perfect was tending to the fallen managers and did not make the count. When Luger pushed Mr. Perfect, Perfect disqualified Luger and left the ring, therefore turning heel. Interesting. So Luger turned heel Perfect turned heel by screwing Luger. So it was a good little build up, and that also. So Yokozuna was kayfabe knocked out, and still went on to face off against Bret Hart in the main event as well. Interesting. But in this match in real life, of course, it was won by Owen Hart. So I'm assuming this would have led maybe to a Bret versus Owen match later on for the WF Championship. And it's such a shame what happened to Owen did happen, because he was such a good wrestler, wasn't he? And it's such a shame that he obviously led to his demise, because if he hadn't done, then we would have seen some fantastic stuff from him moving forward. And it's such a shame, isn't it? A man so good would, well, anybody receive that sort of demise is terrible, but a man that good, we could have had so many great years out of him. When did he die? How old was he when he died? Owen Hart. He was... Where are you, Owen? Where's your name? I can't click on his name. Bret with the backbreaker as well. Owen Hart then, he died when he was... 34 he died in 1999. So if he was still alive now, he would be coming up to 54. He'd be 54 this year. No, he wouldn't. He'd be 53 this year in May. So who knows? He might even squeeze another match out of him. Who knows? I mean, look at The Undertaker. He's in his 50s now and he's still wrestling. It's just such a shame, isn't it, really? But classic matches like this give us a chance to really look back at his career and see just how good he was. Nice Saito suplex there on his brother Bret Hart. So in this situation, Owen was the heel. Owen had turned on his brother Bret at Survivor Series in the elimination match. Nice big right hand by Bret, and now Bret going to go for a backdrop. High angle backdrop as well. There's the pin. 1, 2, well, I did one count. I got ahead of myself there, counted to the 2. Bret stamping on the arm of Owen, now just wrenching back at the neck. But Owen able to roll himself free. But Bret catches him again straight away. Before slamming Owen face first into the mat, and once again, oh, just slamming him over and over and over again into that turnbuckle pad. As Bret now dropping the elbow into inside the leg, probably weakening the legs potentially for a sharpshooter later on. Bret takes Owen up, but Owen slides free into the reverse DDT. And Owen just taking a bit of a chill pill now on the edge. Owen big uppercut on the face of Bret. And once again now sending Bret off the ropes, but Bret bouncing back straight into Owen, and Owen sends him straight again over the top before spearing him off the apron, crashing to the outside. I tell you, every time we do one of these matches, it gives me more ideas for a universe mode. I have mentioned a few times in the past about a potential Canadian universe. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But a Canadian universe mode. When you look at the wrestlers you can have in a Canadian universe mode, you've got these two, Kenny Omega, Owen, Zayn, Jericho. Some amazing, amazing, amazing people. As there goes the pin from Owen Hart from the Tombstone Piledriver. Again, though, still only enough for a 1 count. Owen can't believe it. He's hit his brother with a few massive maneuvers, and he just still will not stay down. Owen now taking Bret up into that vertical suplex. Oh, Bret was waiting for that and caught Owen with the knee in the gut. Now Bret taking Owen up into that pile driver. Wow. Big, big pile driver. And Owen's been busted open from that pile driver as well. But it's not going to stop him fighting back at Bret with that stiff right hand right into the cut forehead of Owen, and into the Russian leg sweep. Vintage Bret Hart. Only a 2 count though. And now Owen taking Bret down. He's got him locked. He's got him turned. Sharpshooter dead middle of the ring by Owen Hart on Bret. And it's a tap. And Owen Hart recreates history as he defeats his brother Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. One of the top matches. I'm going to have to go through and start watching some of these matches again, you know, I think. Might do that tonight just to hype myself up for the upcoming show. The upcoming WrestleMania show. Maybe watch some of these classic matches. It really has. It's been fun today, hasn't it? I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. Of course, the WrestleMania pre-show has started, actually. I've buggered this up, haven't I? Okay. I might put this video up slightly earlier then. Because I was doing 12 matches up until the start of the pre-show. But this would have actually gone the same time as the pre-show. Okay, we'll do this one half an hour early. Why not? We'll do this at 9:30 in UK time. Just half an hour before the pre-show. Give you something to watch up until WrestleMania. what a match. I enjoyed this one. We've gone through a history. We've looked at where this match came from and the reasons behind it. And it was a really fun match. And again, it just says to me that potentially this universe mode, a full Canadian universe mode, would be a possibility. And it would give us a chance to utilise some of the guys in a different way that we haven't utilised before. But there we go, guys. That's the end of this video. Hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do slap a like. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. This is the end of our WrestleMania hype train. Hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please hit a like and, of course, subscribe. Have I said that already? I don't remember now. I'm going mad, you know. I really am going mad. Yeah, hit a like and, of course, subscribe. I did it on purpose that time. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. And enjoy WrestleMania. The one to